Good evening, annyeonghaseyo, and welcome to Gangneung, Korea. We're here for the VoIP Defender World Junior Curling Championships 2017. We're in the Gangneung Curling Center, the future home of the 2018 Curling Olympics. And this is where all the action is taking place for this evening session. Number 9 for the men. It's Korea, home nation, playing Scotland. And it should be a great one. We've been waiting for this all day, all week, actually. We'll see the teams now for Korea. At lead, we have Jung-ok. At second, Kyung-ho Woo. Third is Yoo-jin Sung, and the team is skipped by Ki-young Lee. Alternate Ki-bok Lee, and the team is coached by Myung-sup Lim.
Team Scotland will be led by Fraser Shaw. Second will be Ewan Kyle. On third, Robin Bryden. And skipping the team will be Cameron Bryce. On alternate is Ross White, and the coach is Colin Morrison.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at how the teams stack up so far. We'll see Korea at 6 wins, undefeated. Canada, Norway, Scotland, and Switzerland, along with USA on the next page, are all at 4 wins, 2 losses. We shall also see that Italy is 2 wins and 4 losses. So they're scrambling for a playoff spot, while it's China, Sweden, and Turkey at the bottom. And it will be very much a fight to avoid relegation for those teams. Here are the other games in the arena today. It is Sweden playing Italy. That can be a crucial one for them. USA is playing Norway, both at 4-2, and so is it for Switzerland and Canada. So it's really shaping up here. Some really, really important games. A couple of must-wins for certain teams. As you can just hear the American national anthem in the background. Of course, the Star-Spangled Banner. Our focus, though, is on Korea and Scotland this evening. And as always, for the pre-game predictions, we have Eleanor Adviento.
So, Scotland is currently in a 5-way tie. They lost their first 2 games, but have followed that with 4 consecutive wins, showing that they're growing from strength to strength. Korea, on the other hand, remain undefeated after 6 games. So both teams are equally as strong in generating their deuces, but Korea has an edge because they've been known for their ability to score 3 and 4 enders when the opportunity rises. So I think it's going to be really important for Scotland to take care and not leaving too many Yellowstones in play. Korea have also only given up 3 steals in this tournament, more often than not forcing their opposition to only take their one when they have hammer. So again, I think it's going to be really important for the Scottish lead, Fraser Shaw, to set up perfect corner guards and not play catch up with Korea. I really do think we're going to have an exciting game packed with dramatic shots. But will it be Team Scotland to rattle Korea's winning streak?
Yeah, that is the question at hand, Eleanor. And yeah, I think we're all excited to see what can happen here. Although, you know, sometimes you might be disappointed. But we shall see. Jung-ok is the lead for the Koreans. And we shall see what the call is here. If these teams are going right into action, or if they'll play this a little cautiously. Sometimes that is what you might find with 2 really good teams facing off each other at the latter stages of the competition. But look at Cameron Bryce. He's already coming up, asking for the corner guard. So no messing around here. And it is Fraser Shaw to throw the corner guard.
Easy, easy.
Which means we will get some action going here already. Seeper's not touching this one, though.
Just nothing. Nothing, and we're good. Good.
Fraser made a point to me earlier to say Fraser with a Z, not an S, guys.
Of course, Korea will throw the I'm assuming the center guard, although that first stone did slip back of tee.
Line's good. Line's good.
And the skipper is actually pointing for this to be top 12, so that's a bit of a cautious approach. Of course, if your first stone is top 4, just top of that blue circle there, you'd be more inclined to throw the guard. But the first one didn't really end up in a good spot, so wanting to come into the house here. And Scotland will not leave the red stones in the forfeit for too long.
Bit of a cautious move there for them as well, which is I think is a smart move.
Yeah, just wanting to open up the forfeit area a little bit before they start coming around their corner. See if they can lure Korea to give them some more space. So looking for the hit and roll on top of the other red, but just over curls a little bit. And I'll sit right there. And Korea will be looking to do the same. We'll have our first look at second player for Korea. That is Gangneung.
Gangneung having amazing statistics. Overall, having an 80% stats, ranked first overall among seconds. 87%, that's amazing after 6 games.
You stuff it, it's fine.
What?
If you stuff it, it's fine.
That's fine.
Normal.
Cameron Bryce just letting his second player know that if you jam it here, it's fine. We're going for the roll.
Yep.
The one to do that is you and Kyle.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
And he does jam it. But he doesn't quite get the roll either, so a little caught in between 2 shots there. Not the double, nor the roll. But they're slowly opening up the forfeit here. Falling off the sweepers almost before that stone's let go. Maybe just a little wide on the release. This one having some curling to do, and it will hit and run. So as mentioned, now things are open for Scotland, and we'll see if they'll choose to ignore that red and come right around the corner. I think so. Probably won't get shot stone coming around the corner, but they can always deal with that red stone later. Still five rocks to go here for the Scots.
Yeah, it's important for them to dictate their own play rather than being sucked into what Korea's doing.
Yep, good point there. Just very often you play a good opponent and you do get sucked into playing their game. And then after you'll realize that happened and you'll try and adjust. Scotland sticking to their aggressive guns. And it's a nice draw there. Perfectly buried, but they are second shot. The good thing is they will be tricking Korea to coming around the corner. Third for Team Korea is Yoo Jin-sung. Well, we'll make the little tap there. So they're sitting 2, but I think the shooter is pretty open.
Even if he knows that this is probably going here. Yep.
Here we have the third player for Team Scotland. Robin Bryden.
Whoa. Never. Never. Oh, never. We're jamming just now.
Oh, that is a big mistake from Bryden. I was looking to maybe play a double air, try and sit two, or get the roll. Catches the high side and jams it. Scotland, Korea rather, with a chance to hit and lie three here.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Yes. Hard. Control. Hard. Okay.
Well, they roll out, and then we'll see if Scotland might think it's getting a little too late to come around the corner. And they will play the double.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. They should really play it and just keep it as simple as possible now. Reds are building up, and we do know that Korea can steal. So.
Sort of jumped that. Didn't curl up for them.
Nothing there. It's not doing anything.
Here Bryden talking about the ice, just saying
That's fine.
that spot not really curling for him.
Nose is fine.
좋아요. 센 거였어 아니면 그냥 사? 네, 딱 사. 네.
Here's the skip. Ki-young Lee
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa, clean. Yep.
needs to stick around the 8 foot here. If he ever rolls out, Scotland will have a chance to come around the corner if they wanted to.
Okay.
And he will sit right there, but does leave a hit and roll.
돌아요.
Right there.
아까부터 계속 돌았어. 많이 도네.
Even roll to the centre is not the worst.
Oh yeah, if you do that's fine.
Try and roll in behind the corner. Try and roll behind the corner. Hack.
Well, we'll see if Cameron Bryce can get some more curl than Bryden down this spot. Definitely just taking the weight down a notch here, playing hack weight. That way we'll have a little more control. And if it is running all straight,
Yep. That's not back line.
it
Hard.
over curling shouldn't be too big of a problem. It shouldn't really take off on them.
Never.
Should be fairly gradual down here.
It's not back line anyway. That's hack. That's hack. That's what we're wanting. Just hack. We're just wanting dead hack. That's all we're after. It was good weight.
Yeah.
Just wasn't a back line.
Yeah, sweepers calling out that it was a bit late.
One's fine. Just keep up.
In the end, yeah, I agree with Cameron. There's definitely hack, even if anything more. All depending on what you define as hack. Some teams will define hack as the stone traveling just to the hack, and some teams define hack as a certain time between the hog lines. As we see Ki-young Lee just make the hit and stick, and Cameron Bryce will do the same. Just played the shot down here, so we'll have a very good guess about what the ice is doing. So we will get a score in the very first end. Something we haven't seen too often.
Yeah, in the first end, lots of teams have been blanking, intentionally or unintentionally.
Last stone on the first end.
Yep. Hard.
No more panic on this one.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Pick. Gotta go, French. Gotta go.
Oh, Cameron Bryce saying that this rock might have picked up some debris on release.
Roll it.
It's definitely curling.
Hard, Robin.
Does he get one out? He does.
Grab the hand. Grab the hand.
Cameron Bryce seems to think that
Grab the hand.
something grabbed.
Took off well quicker, eh?
That's always it's always a bad feeling when that happens.
Not that much to curl though.
So it is a steal of one for Korea after one end of play.
No, it picked the hand. That's what I'm saying. As soon as I released it, it just turned.
Second one was 9-5. I got on it. You're a bit more positive though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Let's go again.
Get to you.
그냥 줬어요. 오. 그냥 줬어요.
So the second end is underway here. Korea stealing 1 point in the first end.
클린만. 라인 좋아. 좋아.
You can hear Cameron Bryce talking about his last stone. Just picking in his hand. What that means is stone might have picked up some debris. Doesn't take very much. Could be starting here. Piece of rubber from one of the shoes. Sometimes they'll stick to the stone, makes the stone go right off course. Sometimes it's just enough to hinder a clean release.
No.
Corner guard being asked for here.
Lucky enough for Scotland, they were able to remove one red stone at least. And now they get a chance to go again.
몇 초야?
See the first stone from Gangneung is in a much better spot this time, so they will throw the guard this time.
9번 차올게. 4초. 그냥 줬어요. 넷. 그냥 줬어요. 둘. 얍. 셋이야, 셋. 얍, 라인. 경호 가야 돼. 더. 앞에 보지 마. 더. 경호 더. 경호만. Never. 샷. 16초.
Pretty well lined up there for Korea, although there is a bit of space between them. Enough space for Fraser's shot to come around anyway.
Whoa, guys. Robin here.
Looking for a freeze here, maybe even a tiny bump.
Freeze it.
Do you ever get the line for it?
Yep, line. Yep. Oh, we only. 6. Whoa. Oh.
No, that's bigger than 6. Small ball. Got a curl. Really got a curl. Come on, boys. Okay.
A little bit overslept.
이거는 좀 짧아도 돼요. 안 되면.
Didn't get completely to the face of that red, and that means Korea can freeze to the inside of the yellow and try and angle it away from their own shot stone. Can even get a little tap here. I haven't gotten the chance to watch this Korean team a lot this week, but I know the Scottish team have really excelled on the junior tour this year. They've actually only lost one junior game all year. They've played quite a few events as well. Lost one game to the Swiss team of Lucien Lottenbach in a semi-final.
Top 4.
But other than that, they've gone undefeated through 2 other junior European Tour events. So they're definitely coming into this as one of the biggest favourites.
Easy.
But they had a bit of a wobbly start with 2 losses.
Nothing then.
But they really picked up their game, as you mentioned, coming into the game, Eleanor. And now winning 4 in a row, really building some momentum. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep that going.
Off it, Fraser.
Obviously, a win against Korea today will really boost their confidence, as the Koreans are undefeated. And that's a really nice freeze. And this is the team coach for Korea, Myung-Sup Lim.
방금 웨이트로 와. 네. 방금 웨이트로 와. 네.
He himself has been a competitive curler, playing in the 2009 Pacific Asia Curling Championships, placing bronze as team second.
와우. 티. 6. 7. 와우. 티. 오, 아직. 아직. 5. 아니. 클린. 야. 8. 좀만 더 형. 좀만 더. Okay.
Yeah, this one just over curls on them.
That's Carl, 9 turn.
Where's shot?
Here's the coach for Scotland, Colin Morrison. Explained to me that the Scottish team are in the British Curling's
If you move the reds about, it's not too bad.
performance group. They have
Even that's okay.
sort of 3 levels, you know, like a top tier
Where was ice for draw shot?
group. Like David Murdoch, Muirhead, they'll receive the most funding.
Well, it's a
Have
tighter line though.
the second level, and
Okay.
I guess what you could call an entry level spot is where this team is, being a junior team. So they're getting some funding, and of course, the better they play,
No.
the more events they start winning. You can always climb up and start receiving even further funding from British Curling.
Yep.
Oh, really hard. Really hard.
Hard, boys.
So important to
Never off.
get that funding and
Bounce and the bounce. Go. Whoa.
cover expenses for traveling and playing competitions. It's definitely not cheap.
It's curling more there, so we just got to watch it. That's fine, you.
An over curl here to catch the guard. Just thinking
괜찮아, 유진아.
maybe curling a little more coming that way.
짧지만 않으면 좋을 것 같아.
On the intern coming home.
탭. 오케이. 안 나가 여기.
Skip Ki Jung looking for just a tap on the red to the yellows. Nothing more than a tap here.
8. 클린. 티. 클린. 8. 얍. 헐. 이게 좀만 더. 헐. 8. 계속 가야 돼.
Some power sweeping here
이게 좀만 더.
from the Koreans, and they'll find a really nice spot for that stone. Things really grouping around the forefoot.
우기 형 몇 나왔어요?
Never blast. Never just open up.
굿샷. Good pass, huh?
First thought was just a wee bump on this and sit there. Line that up. First thought's just bump this like half a foot. Sit there and line this up.
Okay.
Even if you corner check that, they're going to use it, so it's going to
They'll
open it
just
up.
put their red right on top of our yellow.
That's fine, it's going to angle into there.
Right, okay. I don't mind it.
Just top button, wait.
What did you get from mine now? You getting the same split? 15. Top button, boy.
Never.
Calling out 10, that would be back line, and that would be about 6 feet more than they're wanting.
Roll it back, go, 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 go.
And that's why we don't see the curl. Ran pretty straight.
A couple of misses from Scotland here. If Korea could make another good shot, it could be starting to look a little dicey.
건드려야 될 것 같아. 그냥 롤도 괜찮아, 유진아. 오케이. 반 맞으면 돼.
I'm not sure about this call. I think they're looking to play a hit and roll off the redstone on the left. I think
To do what?
to roll into the back button. I'm not really sure what they're gaining by that. I think I'd be a lot more tempted to make a play on the yellow, try and tap it back and continue to control the top of the forefoot. I'm going to roll in there, and honestly, I'm not really sure what that gains for Korea.
Were they trying to cut out the second yellow in there?
Well,
In case that they made a move on it?
well, that might have been the case, but I really don't really see the gain there.
이거보단 그게 낫었겠다, 맞지?
I think Bryce will be quite happy to have seen that shot.
Lock that right.
Halfway.
Zone 2, zone 3. Doesn't matter, they're going to be running ours anyway.
Now Scotland thinking
Go for
can
line.
only make matters worse, so
Watch it.
just throwing the guard here, and
3. Clean it. 2.
I guess they're just giving up,
Yep. A wee bit.
taking their 2.
Whoa.
Just trying to secure their single point here.
3. Okay, yep. Hard.
See if they can get all split on the guards.
Okay.
And they seem to be quite happy with that. Of course, they do have a chance to make a play on the yellow on the left-hand side there later on with Bryce's stones. But they made it really hard for Korea to make a play on the 2 reds at the top of the forefoot.
조금 길게.
And we'll see Korea will try and take away a play on those yellows.
여기 아이스 어떤데?
So Scotland guarding what Korea had on the right-hand side. Now Korea rather, guarding what Scotland has on the left-hand side.
4초분하면 안 떼면 되잖아.
And it's almost like both teams are kind of happy.
To give Scotland one.
Yeah. We'll see what Cameron Bryce can figure out on the next one. It'll be interesting, because I know Korea will have a couple of run backs on the other side of the sheet still. Try and spell the Scottish shot stone. Keong Lee
우가 맞고 가.
with the out turn. I believe the guard was called. This one just over curling into the top 12, and that's not really doing anything for them. So situation is pretty much unchanged for the Scots.
셌다 그냥 셌다 이거.
라인 좋았거든요.
So if you're ever short, you go like that, could leave something.
Do you
What are you thinking?
guard this? Do you ever guard this
One.
side? Do you ever guard this side? So you got 2 shots. So you got the run where you last. Or you
For
got
what?
this.
That's for 1 though, isn't it? Unless you run it into there, but then it could go.
Could you ever just guard this side so you got 2 shots?
So I'm saying, like, well, you probably have to throw it here. So you probably want to throw it here. So it leaves that, or it leaves the thin.
See if we ever get to the nose
No,
of this.
I don't like moving that, because if you open up the 2 and they blast, we're lying 4 against the forefoot. or 3 against in the forfeit. I don't like it.
Can you ever play this at small weight?
I don't like it.
Because all it's doing is this.
I don't like it.
And this is not going anywhere.
I don't like it.
If he doesn't like it, just leave it. I go then.
You're probably going here.
Yep.
How thin's this, though?
Well, a piece, but we've got 2 options if you do it, eh?
Yeah, let's make it.
Like that?
Yeah. Here more, maybe.
What's so you're basically just trying.
Give ourselves 2 options for an
See, you're
angled
not
run.
I do this turn in the practice.
He's going to throw the guard again, because that's what he's just tried to throw. Right now, if he makes a play on it, it might open up a shot for 2 or 3.
I definitely would prefer running something in from this side just because.
Oh, this side's got no risk as well,
Aye.
if we're wide enough.
So, zone 3.
2, 3, just anywhere.
Do more, I see. I threw this in the practice.
Well, the wider the
Well, I can tell you one thing.
better.
I know what Carmen Bryce doesn't like. He made that quite clear. I can definitely see the point from the other players wanting to maybe come down onto that yellow, just play a little tap and try and set something up. But, well, I can also understand Cameron Bryce just not wanting to move too many things around.
Because there are 4 reds
Yeah, if you ever
circling the forfeit.
tap something and set up the wrong angle, could spell disaster. So just playing a little safe here. I'm going to guard this side.
Hard, boys.
Hard, never off it. Never off it.
Hard. Hard.
And, you might choose to play make a play on that guard later on. And now Korea will guard the guard, I think. That's a very cautious approach from both teams in this end.
I don't know. It's probably left us in a spot for 3. If you
Both teams just not wanting to leave the opposition a chance, basically. It's almost a little bit amusing.
All stones, bar 1, are in play. That's been thrown so far.
So the guard's coming up here, knowing that Cameron Bryce, again, might make a play on that guard they just threw. If this is made, then we'll see if Scotland might have some type of run on the other side of the sheet. There's a bunch of yellows there as well. But this doesn't even make it over. So we'll see what they can figure out here. I'm not sure. Well, not really sure if they can score 2 playing the left guard.
We need to be right in there. But if you make it perfect, you might get 3. Yep. You're less than that. You're like there. You're catching like half an inch at peel.
When if you stick around the side, you get 2.
Yeah, half an inch. Like literally, you're almost playing to miss it, right?
Yep.
There's no risk, so peel. You literally just got to paper it. Could be for 3.
For 3.
If you hit it right.
Let's do it then.
So tough.
Just edge of stone, Robin. Edge of stone. Ready first, you're touching outside of it.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll play the angled run here. Try and stick it onto the Korean second shot. We'll see if he can get so much to the inside. He might move
Yep. Hard.
the Korean third shot 4-3. Not sure if it's completely there. That is way too thick on this anyway, and it will be the one for Scotland after a fairly interesting second end, I have to say.
I never sat back like I thought it would. That's fine.
So,
It never
a
sat
single
back
for
like I thought
Scotland.
it would.
At least we'll tie up the game at 1 each. Korea turns the hammer, and we'll be back with the third end.
No.
Third end.
Well, you'll
He's
have to.
gonna.
It's fine. We don't need to talk.
One shot, really.
No.
Let's go.
Right, let's go.
Well, we're getting some entertainment here so far.
Go. Really hard, both of you. Down the air. Gotta go.
Quite a few stones in play in that second end.
Yep.
That's very often
Go.
the most exciting ends that turn into just the single point. The close fought ends. Scotland right back in it, throwing up the centre guard. And Korea will attempt to come around.
네. 그냥 줬어요. 4점에 약해. 그냥 줬어. 경호 계속 가.
일단.
경호 계속 가.
라인 좋아, 계속 와.
유진이 형 웨이트 봐줘요. 이제 비슷해 보여요. 좀만 더.
Jong-woo playing at 100% this game so far
Please.
after 2 ends.
5 feet more.
Boys, I just bottle flipped there, see if that was on the camera.
Gotta go!
Hard.
2, 3!
Hard line. Line's good. Keep it going. Hard.
Have a look.
Wait, it's good now, guys. Wait only.
On it.
Feel good.
Whoa, right. Oh, boys. Come on, boys. Let's switch on.
Sorry, Frankie.
So let's check out the other sheets. On sheet A, Sweden leading 2-1 against Italy. Sheet B, neither team scoring, USA against Norway. Sheet C, Canada leading 1 point to none against Switzerland. And here on sheet D, our featured game, Korea and Scotland 1 apiece.
Thank you for that, Eleanor.
Whoa.
Scotland's freeze attempt just bouncing off. You can hear Cameron Bryce telling the sweepers, let's switch on. Feeling like they're just making too many mistakes, not only in throwing but in communication and sweeping. They've been over sweeping a few.
What's the spot there then?
You got two
See where you're guard. I get 18 in your guard.
or three guys with
Let's go, you.
quite a lot of adrenaline.
Just freeze right on top.
And as a sweeper, you really want to sweep all the time, but sometimes it's
Got to know when to pull back a bit.
that's a skill in itself, not sweeping, daring to just let it go.
Stay close.
Wall.
Don't touch it though.
You can
Stay
do
close.
quite a lot from the second hog line and in, so
We're only
Never.
8. We're 9.
Never.
Try and bump off the yellow.
not needing to jump it
Never.
right out of the hand always.
That works good.
This one's a little bit heavy
Try and
on
make
its
sure
own.
We're speeding up a bit. We've been 10 minutes already.
Right, bud.
And there's another comment from Bryce saying that you've spent quite a lot of time already,
떼면 안 돼.
네.
떼면 안 돼. 그냥
almost
멈춰.
10 minutes to play just all more than 2 ends. So if you do the math, it's 38 minutes divided by 10 ends,
Clean. Yep.
which would leave you
헐라이. 유진이 형 좀만 더.
3 minutes 52 seconds, I believe, per end. And of course, if you've spent more than 10 minutes on 2 ends, you're sort of behind schedule, but not too bad. You can always bank some time later on.
Freeze is fine.
Freeze is fine. What do you think we're doing here?
Same as it has been.
25.
Hold
3 minutes 48 seconds
on. Off there.
per end. Sorry.
Whoa.
Whoa! 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 Line's good! Yeah!
4, 5.
I thought we were same weight. Whoa. Oh,
That's that stone again.
catch the guard. Thought we were same weight as the last.
Yoon Carl coming up quite short on this one.
Just pointing out that the same stones, it's the same stone that's pulled
I
up
said whoa because they said the same weight as the last.
a couple of times.
It definitely was the dart far off from the last, because I mean,
That's fine.
it's the same stones
If they
that
rip,
last
if
time.
they rip, we just play double.
So sometimes you
대신 가서 살려야 돼.
play a rock if you
It
feel
definitely
it,
didn't feel light.
if you feel it's there, as in you feel it
우리 거 가서 살려야 된다.
down onto the tee line, and the sweeper's calling maybe
나가도 돼.
top four,
나가도 돼요.
and ends up stopping a guard. It could be the rock being a little shorter than the others, and if it's happening at least you know, a couple of times in a row, that's a pattern, and then you might just confirm that. Obviously, the guys would have been testing the stones in the evening practice, but what you might see sometimes with rocks is
자, good.
we'll have different characteristics on evening practice ice and freshly prepared game ice. So might not always be the same.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Hard. Hard. Gotta go. Okay. Okay.
Korea going for this double attempt here.
Yeah, definitely getting less stones in play here in the third.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Song is just going to roll out on that occasion.
아니 웨이트가 세. 웨이트가 세. 유진아. 세다니까. 집중해.
Right. So 15.
So instead of playing the hit at the back, they'll play the freeze. As if you just play the peel on the red,
Yep. Yep.
just handing Korea the easy blank. If you go after the red stone with a softer weight to try and sit to, you know, you can always wreck on your own yellow.
Just Ewan if you can.
And then Korea's
Still gotta go, Ewan. Hard.
back scoring two.
Good.
There's a lot more room for error with the draw. It's a good call, and it's a really well-made shot as well.
Really good spot.
정타는 안 맞으면 돼.
Korea will be looking to play the double here. Might be hard to do without taking out their own red, but
Yep. Whoa.
it wouldn't be too bad for the Koreans.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Playing this fairly quiet. And they're just going to stuff it, and the two yellows will hang around in the back.
Should move over here more on this Sunday.
Exactly what Scotland were hoping for.
Just
Now
make
a
sure you
chance
don't
to
jam in
sit
the back
three
one.
and get the
We've got to
force.
roll edge 8 probably. More.
Body. Body.
Let's make it, yeah.
Yeah, just got to watch for jamming in the back one.
The red's rolling out there.
What a room to roll,
Oh no, because then it's a blank.
Try and roll the edge.
No, I'm saying, but the red rolling
Ah,
out
yeah,
the
yeah.
drum.
Let's make it.
Just clean this early on.
Whoa.
Whoa. Off.
Nothing.
Real nice ball there.
Nothing.
Close.
Nothing.
Whoa, off.
It's coming down.
Nothing.
Close.
No.
Whoa.
Good, Brycey.
That works, boy. Good.
Sit. Good.
Good, atta boy. That works.
아까 우리 거 좀 많이 돌았어. 네, 이만큼 잡으면 딱 될 것 같아. 여기가 좀 덜 나가요, 형. 내 거 아까 들어온 몇 초? 다 말해줘. 여기 이제 전광판 생각하지 말고 지금 게임에 집중해.
Cameron Bryce quite happy with that shot.
여기 아이스 어떤데? 저거 아웃에 있어. 아웃.
Yeah, now Korea realizing that the blank's not really available to them anymore. They'll try and score their 2 instead. So they're going to play the freeze. And it's going to have to be pretty much perfect for Cameron Bryce not to be able to peel it out.
Yep.
At least what they can do here is play the freeze. Scotland plays the peel that way. They've opened up the house even more for the draw. This one will be coming up a little heavy, but they can create a nest at the back there, which is not bad. Again, makes the peel a little harder for Cameron Bryce.
I prefer the pick, if I'm honest, because we can half stone one of them. If we half stone that, it's fine. Heel. It's that straight.
Gonna have to catch it fairly thin here to avoid the jam.
Pick it.
And even if he makes it, again, Korea then has tons of room to draw to for their single. So that worked out really well for the Korean skip.
Pick it. Need like a third.
Now we did see Cameron Bryce attempt pretty much the same shot here in the second end when he was playing the angled run, needing to just catch a thin quarter. Caught about half of it and see if he can readjust.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean.
Sounding pretty good here.
There we go.
And perfect.
Real nice shot by Skip Bryce.
Good end, boys.
Gangneung Lee will have to play the draw here, but again,
That wasn't the second.
lots of real estate.
It was overswept. It wasn't your second one that was the bother.
No, but I'm saying like my second one there, I just kind of dived in there. And it happened the last time.
Just grabbed a bit. Probably just grabbed or something. I wouldn't look too much into it. It's probably just grabbed.
So going back to that stone that fell up short on them. I think Bryce's conclusion there is don't think too much about it, maybe just grab something.
웨이트만 조금 가야 될 것 같아, 경호야.
We have seen that most of the stones have been pretty good.
5만.
I don't think there's too many odd ones. As this last stone
네, 경호야.
of the third end coming down. Gangneung Lee, skip of Korea, finds the 8-foot for score 1.
더 잡아야겠다.
So after 3 ends, it's Korea to lead the game 2 shots to 1
똑같이 잡았어.
over Scotland.
10보다 조금 더 잡아야 될 건데 11 잡아야 될 것 같아. 집중해, 우가 슬라이딩 집중해.
더 안쪽으로 볼까요?
조금. 네. 그러니까 정탁 맞아요, 괜찮으니까 너무. 라인 좋아, 라인 진짜 좋아.
조금 밀어줬어요. 조금 밀어줬어요.
조금 타이트해.
좀 가야 돼.
Team Korea, they are undefeated so far.
더.
They stand at 6 wins
더.
after 6 played.
더.
You know, there's only been 4 teams ever to have gone undefeated throughout a World Men's Junior Curling Championship. You need to go back to, I believe, 1982 for the first one. Søren Gran of Sweden with a record of 10-0. Back then, the first place team went directly to the final. Then again in 1989, another Swede, Peja Lindholm, went undefeated. Scotland's Alan McDougall in 91. And of course, Olympic gold medalist John Morris went undefeated as well in 1998. Could Korea be the 5th? That's the question. First, they'll have to beat Scotland here.
그냥 줬어요.
75% for Jung-ok Che.
뒤면 안 돼. 라인 치아 좋아. 치 뒤면 안 돼. CD 안 돼. 오, 좋아 보여.
If Korea do go undefeated at these World Juniors, it'll be the first time winning gold. It'll be the first Pacific Asia team winning gold. And imagine doing that in the presence of your home crowd.
Yeah, that would be simply amazing. The Koreans, of course, have been improving a lot over the recent years. You know, putting a lot of funding into teams, of course, for the Olympics next year. Only natural.
No. Just you. Go then.
And I've heard rumors about them having somewhere between 10 and 14 professional curling teams. So really putting a lot of effort into getting some good results on this arena next year.
9번? 괜찮아?
You know, Korea is a fairly new federation. Korean Curling Federation did join the World Curling Federation in 1994. Haven't played curling for too long, seeing how they've been playing curling in Scotland for about 500 years. There's about 3,000 curlers in Korea, and 1/3 of them are juniors. So you have a bright future. That's for sure.
Hi, Fudgy.
Even if you do this.
Okay. Hot, yeah.
I'd rather you were tight. It doesn't move if we have a sweeper down.
Yeah.
Korea also has 2 dedicated curling facilities, one in Usong in the east.
Close. Whoa.
That facility hosted the Pacific Asia Curling Championships in November.
Never.
There's also one in Tanong, on the outskirts of Seoul. And they're currently building 2 more, so
Okay.
Just a fraction up.
curling's expanding and development here in Korea. Scotland, of course, being very successful at the Olympic Games in terms of curling. They do represent the Great Britain. And last time in Sochi, we did see Eve Muirhead pick up a bronze medal and David Murdoch the silver.
잘했어. 자, 끝.
First thought was just this.
That's what I was thinking.
Look, 2 might spin there, which is fine.
Yeah.
Peel.
Right, where am I catching it?
Scottish men having won World Juniors at 10 occasions, just behind Canada, who are currently 18 wins.
I can tell you there's been quite a few finals between Canada and Scotland through the years. Since the men's competition started in 1975.
Roll it. Okay.
Well, unlucky there. Jams everything.
Just slide shit. Sorry, mate.
Not too happy about his slide there, apparently. Korea with a chance to play the hit to lie 2. Still a couple of guards up for Scotland, though. 85% for the tournament. Eugene Song. It's really solid numbers. Makes another good one here. I think we'll see Scotland play the head and roll. I do see enough of that shot stone.
Yep.
Nice
Whoa.
work.
Whoa.
Wee bit up.
No.
So wee bit up.
Robin Bryden, having a tournament accuracy of 81%, ranked 2nd among thirds, just behind his opposition from Korea.
Oh, well, that shot's not going to improve his stats, I'm afraid to say.
It wasn't that big. It wasn't that big.
He has undercurled a few of his outturn hits today.
Straight up the stick.
라인 중요해 이건.
So Korea in line 2 now, and
이게 어때?
조금 줄여도 될 것 같은데요.
have a chance to, I think, draw another one in there, is the plan.
나이스 컷.
손 좀 약하다 얘들아. 오. 6. 끝까지 죽여야 돼. 5. 8.
Coming up just a little bit heavy here. Tries to find some sort of plan B, but does leave a double. That's one of the tougher things in curling. You know, you play a takeout on your first one, then you play a draw on your second. You know, all these players in practice, they can throw 16 stones in a row to the forfeit, but when it goes about 15 minutes between playing shots, and then maybe you play peels for 3 ends, and then you have to play a draw. Obviously, a lot tougher than just being at home, flinging away.
Okay.
And that is the challenge.
It's fine.
That is
Last thing I wanted to do
Keep
was
that
make them play
draw
that
weight
tough shot,
in your back pocket and bring it out whenever it is needed.
등판은 좀 너무 위험한 것 같은데.
Just gets the 1 red here, but leaves the yellow in a usable spot. And I don't think the Korean skip wants to keep it up there.
살짝만.
다음.
범퍼.
Bumper weight called here. Which means if this stone doesn't hit anything, it should have enough weight to travel all the way down to the VoIP defender bumper in the back there.
Okay.
Just a controlled weight, allowing some curl and a chance for the sweepers to make corrections.
Minty fresh, as the Canadians would call it.
Yeah, we had quite a few creative ways of calling weights yesterday when the Canadians were on.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh boy. Well, that was the only thing he didn't want to do, was throw this wide and make the jam. And he knows that
손이요, 손.
That is a bit of an upset.
You can go edge of 8 if you want.
And a bit of a turnaround now.
Edge of
as
8, can't hold it.
Scotland.
If we're slightly heavy, we can.
Okay, edge of 8.
They can draw and lie too.
Don't jump this, because we cannot kill the line. I'm guessing I can throw same weight as my draw shot. It's 330 on my draw shot.
25 down here.
Back 4, eh? Back button.
Top 4.
Are we what? We just freeze
Weld
it.
it.
Weld it, okay. Okay.
Close for line.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't want you to do. Easy.
Whoa, wait,
Yun,
wait.
whoa.
Close.
Yun. Yun.
Yun.
Whoa.
Really gotta curl.
Let it. It's going now.
Whoa, no, 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 no.
Weight's perfect.
Stop curling.
Yun. Yun. Go.
Yeah, no disaster.
That worked.
That doesn't get fully buried, but they get a good angle here.
Yeah, you just got to trust it.
It's
I knew it was.
going to be a really tough double.
I don't even get rid of both, can I?
I don't think so.
There we get our confirmation. Because they're
I need to trust it.
at an angle like that, even if you hit it really thin, a big weight,
You just didn't need to touch it.
don't think that top wheel is going anywhere.
It was going to curl, just takes a while.
I think the only realistic shot here to get rid of both yellows is play the run back on the center guard. Of course, that is a lot more risky.
Whoa.
If you don't make contact, you're giving up 3 in this end. And as you'll see, that top hill just not going anywhere.
And here's Cameron Bryce's opportunity to score his 2.
이게 최선이다. 이게
어?
최선이다.
Did get a little bit of action.
아, 그래도
Maybe
좀
a tad
붙는데.
thinner and a lot more weight. You could be close to getting it out of the 8-foot. But
창이 너무 약한 것 같아.
yeah, it looked really tough. So we're down to the last stone of the 4th end. Scotland with the draw to score 2, only needing full 8-foot.
I don't even need to go too hard. Whoa. Whoa.
It's all yours.
Easy.
Curl it
Easy.
now. Curl it now.
Clean
Clean
it.
it then. Clean it then. Attaboy.
Nice shot.
Not a lot of sweeping needed. Just finding its way to the back 4 on its own. And it will be 2 points for the Scottish team. Much appreciated by the fans in the stands. Scotland leads it 3
Top
shots
4 in
to 2.
tights. But I don't even mind the blank here, to be honest, if they blank. Okay, top 4.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the beautiful Gangneung Curling Centre. We are on sheet Delta or Doggy, all depending on what you prefer. Both are used in the TV world. Scotland will be drawing this one into the house. As you can hear Cameron Bryce saying after his draw for 2, don't mind the blank here, boys, if Korea really wants to. But you will see Korea throw the corner guard, so down by 1, feeling like they want to score their 2 right back. Not fuss about too much.
아니야. 기다려. 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 기다려.
오케이, 끝.
더 낮출게요. 9반이에요. 이제 아이스 좀
Easy. Ewan.
Kind of want to go.
Oh, don't switch, don't switch. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. It's real good. Way only.
Go, go!
Yep. Yep.
Don't make!
Yep. Hard, hard, hard.
Don't more!
Hard. Yun. Go in. Go in. Hard. Go. Hard.
Good. Good sweep.
Great throw and great sweep there.
It's working you there, isn't it?
컨트롤.
Perfect weight and allowed the sweepers to
네.
sweep that further, tuck it in behind the guard.
컨트롤 다운.
와우.
다운. 오. 오.
플레이. 얍.
랩.
와우.
오.
와우.
오.
얍. 얍. 와우. 롤. 와우. 롤. 얍. 자.
Yep.
And turn now.
3/4 on the inside's good.
Yep.
Hard. Hard.
Yep. Hard! Hard! Ah,
Hard.
clean!
Hard.
Just
Hard.
clean.
Hard.
It's not there.
That works, Jesus.
Sorry, Brycey.
구간인데 아예 안 되고 저기 갔다. 그럼 더 잘 나간다고. 4초면. 라인 괜찮아. 라인 괜찮아요. 웨이트 약간 가야 돼요.
Korea will be looking to
라인은
replace the corner guard.
셋.
마지막에.
So, in theory, you might just see this happen a few times. Korea puts the corner guard back, Scotland peels it, and at some point Korea makes the play on the yellow.
좀더 낮춰도 되겠네.
Unless Scotland gets the chance to make the double,
Do you not have a run down here with them?
which you now do, as Korea has left this at a bit of an angle, and it's fairly tight to the rings. So it's a good chance for you and Kyle to make the run back. Well, I'm going to go ahead and guess that it's not there,
Brycey. My God.
and it's actually not made contact with anything. Well, I talked about adrenaline earlier. I think there's a fair amount of testosterone as well in the Scottish team.
3초 볼게.
Is that a bad thing?
I think it's good and bad.
와우.
클린.
와우.
Of course, sometimes if you're a little too pumped up, it can lead to some too big emotions and frustration. At the same time, you need to bring some energy to the game. Talked about the Canadian team of Brad Jacobs, who won the Olympic gold last time in Sochi. They're definitely one of those type of teams that have plenty of testosterone and a lot of engagement. It seems to be working for them.
Whoa, clean. Whoa, whoa,
But
clean.
again, it's all about controlling your emotions out there,
Whoa,
finding the right spots to
good.
let it out.
Good.
Nice little hit and roll from Bryden. And Scotland can't really do much more at the moment. Just try and group the red somehow.
We get a chance of that slash anyway.
Hope to get a double. Korea looking to make the hit and roll back, leave the red separated. Really got to make sure to stick around here. Some desperation in the voice here. And it will roll out. And he's done that a few times today. Eugene Song. And that leaves Scotland with this same type of shot. Flash run. This time, Robin Bryden will get to do what Ewan Kyle couldn't quite pull off. But he's going to catch it the wrong way. And it's really the worst way to miss it. This is, hasn't made contact with the shot stone. And he leaves a guard, allowing Korea now to split the house once more. You can hear Bryce just telling his team to just calm down a bit, feeling like it's a little bit too much steam coming out at the moment. After all, Scotland is up in the game. Good draw from Korea.
Eugene Song, South Korean third, actually competed at the 2016 World Mixed Curling Championships, along with the fifth in this game, Ki Bok Lee, and they placed fourth. They actually played against...
Did you play Cameron
Cameron Bryce, yep.
So he was
in
there
the bronze
too.
medal game, yeah. And Cameron Bryce ended up winning 8-4.
Clean, clean. Whoa. Clean.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa. Clean it.
Whoa.
Clean it.
Clean. Boy.
그냥 번 갈게.
오케이.
그냥 범퍼. 그냥 범. 네. 그냥 범. 달리는 게 먼저야.
Cameron Bryce does make the hit and stick. And the only thing he can do now is hope to get a miss from the Korean skip,
조금만 더.
because if not, we'll have to concede the two. Although you're never supposed to hope for your opponent to miss. Such a gentleman sport, but
Whoa.
we all know everyone does.
Clean. Whoa.
Inside.
Whoa. Whoa. 우가. 여기 와. 아니야. 그냥 놔둬. 그냥 놔둬.
Waiting for the curl here.
노롤.
It comes, and Korea sits two.
웨이트 좋아요.
And Cameron Bryce will try the only thing he really has at hand, and that's to play the roll. Really, really tough shot, but no point in just making the open hit and leave Korea an easy shot for two. Might as well try and make the roll in behind the other red. Just want to nibble the 8-foot. Really tough shot, but it's worth a go. If you ever make it, you might force Korea to take their one.
Yep.
Whoa. Off. Close. Yep.
Yes.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Hard. Hard! Yeah!
Well, let's see.
Yeah!
He's close here.
Oh boy.
He's made a really good roll.
It's good if he could have played it.
It's probably the best he could have gotten out of that shot.
Get a break.
See how much of that yellow is open. Well, you know, it's not completely fully open, is it? Maybe edge to edge. At least makes it a little more difficult for Korea. That's good effort from the Scottish skip.
Just take some of the softness or
방금 거 4-3.
something like that. Just take it.
강도가 좀 약하게 할 거야.
네. 그냥. 오케이.
Doesn't have to play this with too much weight, really. Remember, only needs to move that yellow about a foot, so if he wants to, he can play a heavy draw. Give it to the sweepers. They'll have perfect control, and it seems like they are playing fairly soft weight, maybe hack. Last stone of the fifth end. Big sweep, then off. Usually means it's close. Well, they are very much in control here. A 2 for Korea.
플랫.
After 5 ends of play, that means we're
확실히 된다.
coming into the halftime point and the halftime break.
좀 더 안쪽으로 닦아.
Both teams will head off the ice for 5 minutes. And so shall we. But in the meantime, we'll have the highlights for you for the rest of the game. Let's go back and look at some of the highlights from the first 5 ends between Korea and Scotland. In the first end, Cameron Bryce, a little unfortunate to pick up some debris as he lets go of the rock. And it takes off on him, enough to remove 1 red stone, but Korea does steal 1. The teams, they trade singles through second and third. And in the fourth end, Cameron Bryce with a golden opportunity to put 2 up on the board.
Nice shot.
And his intern will reach the back of the 4. Sweeper's delight.
Top 4 and then tights.
Yeah, Scotland lead the game 3 shots to 2.
Okay, top 4.
Just in the 5th end, Korea looking like scoring 2 pretty much all the way through. Cameron Bryce making a nice hit and roll to make this last shot just a little more difficult for the Korean skip, Ki-Young Lee. But he makes a nice one, and 2 up on the boards for sure. After 5, Korea leads it 4 shots to 3. Also take a look at some of the statistics through 5 ends. You'll see it's Korea outplaying Scotland by 7%. And it's the only thing that really sticks out here is Scotland struggling a little bit with their hits. And we did see that, especially in the 5th end. We had a few slip-ups there. So we'll see if they can improve on that and make a few more. As Korea now in the lead by 1 point.
Right, you made a bottle flip. Get in. Get in.
So we see the teams are just heading back onto the ice. It's a 5-minute break they have. Chance for them to talk to the coach and alternate and, you know, have a power bar. Rehydrate. It's important. It's a long game.
Some teams like to sit down during their 5th end break. Do you do that? Because for me, if I sit down, man, like, my mood changes. I need to be up and bouncing around.
No, I don't usually sit down, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because you'll find that some teams, you know, sit down in a circle and have a debrief, and a relaxed debrief.
I've seen that too. I think it's probably good to have a certain routine. Do the same every time, maybe. We'll usually just have our coach come down and we'll just, I guess we'll sort of stand in a circle. Whoever needs to go to the restroom, I'll go there, come back, have a banana,
Easy. Just clean.
have a little chat, nothing too major.
In my team, we usually assign the alternate for that game to come up with a few jokes
Yep.
as an icebreaker to start off the 5th end break.
I've actually had that job when I've been the 5th for Team Ulsrud at the European Championships. That's been me and the coach's job to, you know, figure out a few jokes. But, you know, 3 championships down, it's quite a few games. It's like 40 games. So we're sort of running out of jokes.
Like
so
dried out
if I ever get asked to go back, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. They just tend to get worse and worse. So you might have to help me out there.
You'll just have to start insulting yourself.
Yep, we can do that. That's no problem. Although my teammates of Team Ulsrud, they have, you know, they tend to insult me all the time, actually. So it's sort of my role on the team.
Punching bag.
Punching bag, indeed.
I like just going straight round, yeah.
Just a kid. But of course, the alternate players do an important job. Some do more than others, which means I don't do much, but I know that other alternates, they're doing everything from slicing fruit, carrying the broom bag. I think the main thing that most alternates do will be matching the stones every evening to see if the stones are okay, if there's an odd stone out or not. Some might be shorter, longer, some curls a bit more, some less. And here you see the bench. It's on the right, you have Ross White, and that's the guy that would be doing all this stuff.
and coach Colin Morrison.
On the right there, as we see him. And on the left is the man we only called Rambo.
Oh, why did they call him Rambo?
I don't know, I guess he's a tough cookie. But yeah, he's in charge of both the teams. Sort of a national coach, and overlooks both the girls and the guys this week. Although he's generally been the team coach for Kyle Smith over the years.
Ross White, who we saw a moment ago, is 18 and he went to the Youth Olympic Games held in Lillehammer with Millie Smith, who's a second in the junior women's team of the Scottish side. And there they placed 5th place. In the mixed doubles format, Ross White was paired with a Chinese partner, Yu Han, where they went on to win silver. Before their pre-game practice, I actually asked him if he brought his medal along. I would have loved to see it, but him being a very modest person, didn't. I know if I get a major medal, I'll be wearing it as my omen. My lucky charm.
Wow, there you go. Great stuff. Nice double, rolls it in. Can realize 3. Yeah, spectacular shot by Gangneung Woo. Woo-woo, you might say. Scotland really wanting to score their 2 in this end. Especially in the second half of the game, you start thinking about the even ends and controlling them, keeping last on. And ends 6, 8, and 10. Makes a little tap here. What they were trying to do is try and set up a pocket behind the tee line. You see how the yellows sort of ended up in an awkward spot here.
나쁘지 않아. 가드 괜찮아.
Can't make the nose hit because he'll jam it.
아니 티 뒤야 둘 다.
둘 다?
If you hit the outside and roll out, you allow Scotland to freeze.
반. 딱 센터.
And the same if you play the slash. Now Korea actually changing it up. They're going to throw the guard. That's interesting. It's a bold move. You know, they are sitting 2 here in the forfeit. Of course, if they play a guard, Scotland has some work to do. And this one's looking heavy. Sweeper's not even giving this one a lick. Looking for an option here to play the tap. Well,
Not bad.
I think they've sort of salvaged something out of that.
Peel.
This should do nothing.
You can hear Bryden just saying he doesn't think he'll move much here. I think he'll run straight. And he's definitely undercurled a few shots today.
No. Never.
And again, catching the high side here. Just looking to actually come across the face a little bit. Leaving 2 Korean stones in the forfeit. And you know, you hate to do that as a player. you sit in the hack and you visualize and you say, well, this is going to run really straight. Got to make sure not to set it too much out, and then you do it after all. It's really frustrating.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. 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 Whoa.
And now Korea not able to stick around.
Oh, wait, just hack. Just hack.
I don't mind by you.
Just sit so straight. We've got to make it.
I still got it by.
Okay.
아, 손 약한 것 같은데.
손은.
And
손이 약한 것 같은데.
Scotland could just play the double here, but you want to try at least to get their two still. So they're going to play a nose hit, which means the back red will go, and then they'll sit pretty much perfectly frozen on top of the other red.
Good.
And it's perfectly made.
Very nice.
No, it's over there. It's over there. Just take it off.
Not touch.
No, never. It never. It missed. It missed the stone.
So,
Hit the ice behind it.
Shaw having a little issue with the microphone there, and they were a little worried if it might have hit the stone on its way down. Cameron Bryce just confirming that no, that
괜찮은 것 같아요.
did not happen. Just hit the ice, and I think that's all cleared up now.
Happens again. Happy.
Not something we're used to seeing, but I think it's all sorted now.
진짜 탑 그냥 조금만 브러쉬 한 개 정도만
I think apart from Cameron Bryce, it's everyone's first time to be in a mic'd game, at least on the Scottish side.
Yeah, it's a little different playing on TV.
That's good.
All the cameras and the crew out there.
Whoa.
You feel like there's more eyes on you.
That's good. Whoa. Whoa.
Some players like it, and they thrive under the added pressure and attention. And some players obviously get a little bit nervous.
But then I think most players just forget about the fact that it's a mic'd game until your mic falls onto the ice.
Obviously, when you get a microphone on, you know what's going on. But I've played at a championship where they're filming the whole game, and I didn't even know until they posted all the footage online. Didn't even realize there were cameras there. So for sure, you're sometimes just so focused on the game itself, you have no idea what's going around you. And sometimes, like, that's also true for fans. You might have fans and family coming in. You meet them after the game, and they ask you, "Could you hear us chanting up there?" And you go, "No."
If he guards, we're gonna have a run for two. So we're gonna
Sorry,
have to take the risk.
did not realize you were there.
Keep it.
Wing, does he ever just
No, I don't like hitting. I was thinking you could.
No, I mean like the
No.
open one. Because he probably just nuts it, then you've got to dot the button, like edge of the button.
No. Saying if we just hit and roll the back one, does he ever just hit the open one we've got a nose for two?
No, I don't like that. Then he just plays a
Don't mind it.
It'll reverse
If we roll out, he's playing that and we've got a blank.
You hit and roll away, he knows it's a top one probably. Knows it's
Even
a
though.
top. And you've probably either got to drop the button or you've just got an open hit for two.
So they've changed the call,
Even
and,
knows, to be honest.
I think this is a call.
you know, for once, like the front end has had the right answer, and good on Cameron Bryce to
Knows it's probably better.
admit that. And yeah, you know, boys, not a bad call there. Let's do that. So he goes back down, resets, and that's the plan. To make the hit on the back red.
Keep it down. Whoa, off, whoa.
It's definitely going to ask the question of
Off, never.
Clean.
Gangneung Lee.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And does make the hit.
Bumper.
Gotta make the roll perfect that we've got nose.
And there you have it.
그냥 뚫릴 것 같아, 맞지?
Bryce is saying, well, Korea can make the head and roll off the back hill. That's going to be have to be perfectly behind their own red for it to be a problem rock for the Scots.
나쁘지 않은 거. 조금만, 스톨 조금만. 많이는 못 갈 것 같은데. 맞지? 뚫릴 것 같지? 해보자.
Also wondering if they can just roll maybe a foot
정타드보 나쁘지
and
않아.
lie fully forfeit. And that way Scotland wouldn't get second shot with their shooter when they make that yellow-red combination, but there's a pretty good chance they'll just roll slightly tucked underneath the other red, and it'll sort of be a
He can almost go
a double for the Scots.
Double for, like, no risk. So if he goes past it, he probably catches the red and the yellow anyway.
I think if he got all of his ready, probably
I know, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna
컨트롤. 와우.
Scottish boys discussing
클린.
Korea's options there.
와우. 컨트롤. 와우. 와우. 야. 와우. 경호.
So they will get that little roll, but they've sort of rolled
well, nose at barrier, eh?
3 inches too far, or about a foot too short,
Nose at barrier.
킬러야?
because as it's angled up now, as you hear, nose hit with barrier weight, which is about board weight. That should score them too, even if your catch is a little bit on the high side.
Fucking thing, man. Call a technical timeout. Fucking thing.
Cameron Bryce also just struggling with a bit of a wardrobe malfunction. Resettles for the final stone here in N6.
Clean. Yep.
Looking for a bit nose hit here, and they'll score there too. There we go, no problems there. And Scotland is back in the lead. Now it's 5 shots to 4, as we'll be back with the 7th end in just a few moments.
Let's be sharp, eh?
It wasn't even a great end, we still took it through, boys, so.
It's good.
Tight guard. Tight.
We need to be ready in the hat to go.
What happened there? Give us a 2.
I know his hit. I know his hit.
Oh, he rolled away.
Easy's got to be sure.
And this game is swinging back and forth. Scotland back in the lead, 5 shots to 4. You're watching the VoIP Defender World Junior Curling Championships 2017, coming to you live from the Gangneung Curling Center in Gangneung, Korea. My name is Sander Ulvåg, and I'm joined by Kiwi girl Eleanor Adviento.
Hello.
Still alive?
I am.
Enjoying the game?
Edge of my seat.
I think we all are. Korea now with last stone in the 7th end, and again, not messing around here. Going for their 2, putting up the corner guard.
오케이.
굿.
15초 5, 유진아.
Where are we?
Set,
Go then. No for line. Off.
Fraser Shaw on the out turn,
Never.
trying to come around the
If anyone, it's you.
centre guard he just threw.
No, it's got to sit. It's not coming down.
And the sweepers not touching this one. In the meantime, we'll take a look at the other scores, Eleanor.
Yeah, on sheet A, Sweden leading 5-4 against Italy. On sheet B, very close game, USA up 2 against Norway with 1 point. On sheet C, Canada leading and starting to run away with the ball against Switzerland 6-2. And back to our sheet, Scotland leading 5-4 against Korea.
릴리즈 그냥 있어. 약해. 4초면 약해. 경호 계속 가. 경호 계속 가. 경호 계속 가. 경호 계속 가. 계속 가. 갈 수 있어. 가. 경호. 더. 경호 더.
Good teamwork here, bringing that all the way down to the edge of the button.
7번 돌이.
Yeah, even though we're seeing a bit more misses from Team Korea than we're used to this game, they are a team of patience and they are a team of endurance.
No, never.
And their strengths are they make good decisions, and
Got 0 line.
I think
Never.
with that, they'll keep close right to the end.
Yep. Edge it. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, comes up just a tiny bit heavy there. Just tickles the red, ends up hanging on the back four. Korea looking to play the hit and roll off the back heel. I think another option to be maybe just play another draw in there on top of their own reds. Not too much room for error here. If you over curl, it's really bad. Rolling out, it's not really an option either. Taking off the guard and spinning into the rings wouldn't be all that terrible. But I do think the shooter is outside the rings.
I think if he misses the corner freeze, he makes a pocket.
Yeah, okay, I don't mind that. Yeah, I suppose we call it freeze that he bumps.
Scotland would love to get a force here, tie the game up, and then get control in the 8th with the last stone advantage.
Hard boys.
2-3. Hard boys.
Hard. Just Robin. Whoa.
Good sweep.
Good.
Nice shot.
Good.
So they'll throw the guard back on. And the hit and roll off the back yellow is still the call.
Regardless if he makes this or not, we're corner freezing anyway. Even if he rolls away, we're corner freezing. So.
Cameron Bryce has a plan here, clearly.
Yep.
But Korea takes the guard again. So the question is,
Did you ever just do this now?
did we throw the guard again? Or?
하던 대로 해.
We've got 4 counters.
They're There's a good point by the skipper.
Hill.
Lots of yellows in the house, so they can make the peel here. And then there's quite a few rocks for Korea to mind. The blank's not really in play anymore.
Clean.
Very nice for them to peel the red without removing their own yellows here in the back four. And they will. Let's see if Korea makes a little tap on the shot stone here to set up a pocket. And I believe that is the plan. So you ever tap the shot stone here, fit back and sit right in the pocket. It'd be tough for Scotland to peel it out. Eugene Song, it's been all off today. This one needing some proper work from the sweepers. It's close to perfection, but not quite.
Don't like nose. Nose isn't going. Heel.
Robin Bryden here, nicknamed Specky, played as alternate for Team Bruce Mowat, Team Scotland at the 2016 World Juniors, and they actually won gold. So here at these games, wanting to pick up another gold for himself.
That's good. That's counting as well. Sorry, got to make a right on it.
Okay, Rob.
So, objective completed for Korea, really. They made that freeze and forced Scotland to make the peel and remove their own yellows. So now the house is really open, and Korea can finally use their corner guard. So a good draw here. Could really set them up for two. Eugene Song was able to use his sweepers on the previous shot. This one looking close for weight, but really waiting on line. And it's trying. I'm trying to go at the end to get a little extra finish. And it looks pretty good. I don't think Scotland can see much of that.
Hack.
Especially remembering that Cameron Bryce is a left-hander.
That's how we give away three.
So he'll see even less.
If we roll away. If you roll the guard, you roll in. We've got to do something here. 7 defender for losing 2 is not the worst.
Like it. You're needing like a 2 inches.
Just try and piece it past the wide one. Like a couple inches. Quarter stone.
Cameron Bryce mentioning plan B there. If they curl too much and hit the guard,
Probably bump on nose.
got to make
We
sure
could
that
probably bump on nose.
they roll the shooter into the house.
Okay.
Changing up the call
Stop the
now.
same ice and give it to the sweepers. Yep. Here more.
Thinking, well,
So what, like 3 seconds?
in the hack, he says that you can see a quarter of the rock, so I'm just going to play to get to the nose instead,
Nice weight.
rather than piece it out as he
No!
put it.
No! 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 Fragie if anyone! Whoa! Okay, Fragie, go! Fragie, go! Fragie, go!
Now reverting back to the first goal, but they don't have enough weight to punch it out the side door.
What? What is it?
Nose, you might. Nah, I'll not get a double nose.
Good bet.
Never moved it. Maybe we'll get it in the crotch if he knows, is it? Peel it in the crotch.
You can hear Scotland already thinking about the next one. Thinking if Ki Young Lee makes the nose hit, there might be a double available. So Korea would love to just roll. If only a foot to the right, as we're going to see it.
Whoa! 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 Lee! Liam! Yeah! Hold! Hard! Hard! 경호 롤!
No.
오케이.
Doesn't get the roll. And even though the Reds are really flat, what Scotland sees here is he can make this with peel weight. And if they can actually come off the back yellow
and spin it out.
and then the shooter will shoot back up with enough momentum to hopefully kick the red one far enough. So they're pretty much playing a hit and roll to hit right in the crotch of the yellow and red. So big peel weight from Cameron Bryce. Just a little bit on the high side.
Close. Close. Close.
Go!
Whoa, whoa! Roll it!
See it? One
Touch it!
via the yellow, but didn't have enough action to
He's got to play like
push
a
the red far enough.
It's buried.
But you will see the yellow is shot stone. Fully behind the guard.
It's buried. Never goes past. Make him play. Tough.
안 되면 1점 따고 유진아.
오케이.
딱 백라인. 그냥 약해도 돼. 1점 따도 돼.
So the call for Korea is just a heavy draw. So usually the way you want to play this is maybe play this tee line just back a tee out your hand and just give it to the sweepers. If you get the line right, sweepers can add another 4 or 6 feet of weight for you, enough to bump this yellow, as they're only needing to bump it half a foot. In some cases, it's so easy to think, well, you need enough weight to bump it out, and you throw hack, and then it never moves on you. And you'll see the sweepers are not on it yet. Last stone of the 7th end, needing this to move. Coming down, looking close to the guard, and now going for the weight because they're on it. And look at there, real good shot. And Yoo Jin Song getting fired up, the vice skip. Really happy with that shot, of course. Now 2 points again for Korea, and they're back in the lead. Swinging back and forth, it's 6-5 in favor of the Koreans.
그 스위핑.
잘했어요.
다시 가자. 다시 가자.
잊어라.
브레이크 줘야 돼 지금.
잊어라.
점수 주는 건 안 좋다.
딱 6개씩만 하자. 내 거 어딨냐?
Welcome back in action here. It's the 8th end. And a game that's been everything we were wanting and wishing for. A real tight affair. And there's been lots of twos up on the board. Just back and forth. Now Korea back in the lead, 6 shots to 5. We're in the 8th end, and we know Scotland will be going for the multiple score.
All Ewan's. Needs to do a lot of moving. No. Go if you can, Ewan. Yep, Ewan. Hard, hard, hard.
Another perfect corner guard from Fraser Shaw.
Here you see the numbers for the leads. Jung-ok Che and Fraser Shaw, both playing 84%. Mainly playing draws, of course, which is pretty natural for a lead.
세면 안 돼. 세면 안 돼. 라인 좋아, 개 좋아. 라인 진짜 좋아. 유진이가, 유진이가.
Jung-ok Che looking to come around his own red, and he's done that really well. Perfect draw. And you can see the amount of curl on the ice here.
Just through weight though.
You're able to get that fully buried behind the stone top 12.
Yeah.
Just excellent playing conditions.
He makes it look so easy.
Yeah, and good at using his sweepers as well.
Whoa. Yep, stop. Yep. Hard.
And now Scotland looking to play a hit and roll off the top stone.
What we're missing.
Why are we not sweeping that?
Not going to even think about even what piece there.
Why are we not sweeping that?
Well, Cameron Bryce calling off the sweepers. Fraser Shaw
Why are we not
a
sweeping
little
it?
upset, and I can understand why,
Missed it by an edge.
Aye, but even if it edged it, it was out.
because I think it'd be a lot better at least moving the top red off the center line, if anything.
카드 깨서
Cameron Bryce not really wanting to admit his mistake there. We talked about honesty yesterday, Eleanor. I think sometimes if you do make a mistake, it's better just being honest and apologizing rather than sticking to your opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a responsibility of the skip. There's nothing I can see Fraser's frustration. There's nothing, nothing worse than you seeing your shot being so close to making it.
Well, I think the spirits of the Scottish team might have just been lifted just a little bit. And that is a big miss from the Korean second player, Young Ho-ho. Leaves the corner guard in play, so they get to go again here, Scotland. This time we're definitely on the top red. I'm just going to stuff it. Now Korea looking to guard. I have to say, he's feeling just a little bit inconsistent from Ki-Young Lee. If he wanted to guard here, I think I'd much prefer him doing it on the previous shot where they had two red stones perfectly lined up, top 12 and top button. On that occasion, he went for the peel on the corner guard. But now, all of a sudden, changing his mind and playing the guard instead, where I'd say the peel in the corner is very much still there. Even the double could be on.
Okay, good.
But the guard is played. And Cameron Bryce is quick to call the split.
네가 주는 거니까 괜찮아.
So, going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Okay, he gets to open up the center line a little bit. And at the same time, I'll get 2 yellows into the rings.
Hard! Hard! Go! Go! Hard!
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa, off!
whoa, right off.
Jesus.
No chance.
That's bigger than T-line. Okay, come on, communicate, boys.
And again,
That's so much bigger than T-line.
a bit of a missed weight call from the sweepers. And we've seen that a few times this game. And Bryce is getting a little bit upset about it. Of course, it's really hard to call the right line when you're getting the wrong weight call. It's understandable. And sometimes I just think there's just a bit too much panic and over communication. A little too much stress in the Scottish team. Sometimes it might just be easier to take a second and stay a little more calm during shots. The adrenaline's pumping. It's not always too easy to think. Too many people talking can be a little confusing for the sweepers. Sometimes you'll see teams that are barely saying anything and they're still making their shots. And of course, you have the teams are a lot more intense, like the Scottish side. And both can work. It's just really individual. But this time, we don't hear really anything from the team. And that's because this one's just blazing past everything. The wheels just starting to come off for the Scottish team here. Again, just only down by 1.
Yeah.
As you see Robin Bryden's numbers, he's been struggling all the way through. Now there's different ways of handling a situation like that. Just watch the shot here first. Brilliant draw. And then I see the Korean energy is just a lot more positive than the the Scottish team right now. Of course, if you're a little upset, your opponent team is playing better and showing off more positive energy, it could be a little frustrating too. As we see a much better shot by Bryden, sort of moving everything off the center line. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever been frustrated and upset on the curling ice, Eleanor, but if you have, what do you like to hear from your teammates?
What I really like to hear are positive comments such as, focus on your next one. You've got it on your next one. I think all comments that make you focus on the future rather than, you know, help you persist dwelling on the mistake you've made.
Yeah, no, there's no crying over spilt milk. Definitely have to look ahead and make the most out of the next one.
But I know some of my players, they just prefer to have a few minutes to themselves not have me say anything to them. Sometimes my over positivity can seem a little bit too much.
No, I can see that point too. I know when I get upset, just need a second to myself to just kind of go through the motions and calm back down. Again, that's also individual, and it's something teams need to work on and learn from each other how to handle these situations. As we see the stats for the skips, very evenly matched. Cameron Bryce just outplaying Ki-Jong Lee by 1%. As you'll see, the Lee just struggling a little bit with his draw weight, and the discard also slipping a little too deep, allowing Cameron Bryce to make a run back here. And he should be able to make contact with those 2 reds and the forfeit. And he'll touch all of them.
Oh boy. Works.
Does open it up.
Robin never gets a call at all.
여기가 딱 괜찮은 것 같아.
He's fuming at himself. Huh? I couldn't hear.
맞아도 그냥 깊어도 돼.
네. 우가 일단
1, 2번.
이기는 게 먼저야.
이기는 게 먼저야.
마이너 열 더 잡아야 될 것
조금 더
같은데.
잡아야 돼.
You hear Cameron Bryce just talking about
거기 좋아.
the current mood. I think for many curling teams,
약간만 물면 돼. 근데
you might want to pick one player to be the fun guy, to, you know, lift spirits and crack a few jokes here and there. I'm not really seeing who that is on the Scottish team. It might just be Cameron Bryce being the one. He's been trying at least on certain occasions to make a comment about his team getting too riled up. But sometimes it's hard to do from the head. It's easier for one of the sweepers to just constantly communicating with the rest of the team to do it. Korea with their last one here. Just looking to make things a lot more difficult for Scotland, and they've choked off the draw. No easy draw for Bryce, who's already called the nose hit, and is on his way back down to the hack.
Nose. Yeah.
Last stone of the 8th end for Cameron Bryce. Facing 3 here. Not much room for error. Needing a nose hit or a little bit on the inside. He's good enough, and it is golden. Real good shot by the Scottish skip. And they score 1, and it's all tied at 6 each after
Fine, boys, let's just bend that
9
end.
ends.
Let's bend it. Just bend that end. That's fine. We scored. Let's just force it and try and get to it the last.
Let's try and get our weight calls right here.
Yep, let's sharpen it.
On that end.
Let's go. I think maybe I have to go double centre here to force you.
Yeah.
Okay. Go tight first.
So back in action here in the 9th end. 6-6 after having played 8 in this 10-end game.
No, we're good.
And you can hear Cameron Bryce being the one to try and group his team here as a leader. Just telling the boys, you know, let's just bend that end, forget about that 8th end. We've played badly, but as Eleanor pointed out, no need in focusing on the past, always look ahead. And so that's what they do. And I think they also mentioned they might throw 2 centre guards here to really get the force in play, as maybe the worst result for Scotland would be allowing Korea to blank the end here. Korea choosing to come around the centre guard. Some teams might throw this to the wing if they are looking for the blank. This could be a way for Korea to go for a cautious 2, a soft 2, meaning try and score their 2, but if they have a chance to blank, they might take that as well. Scotland will throw the long guard. Making the most out of the free guard zone. A bit of a speed wobble from Fraser Shaw.
No, just 1.
2, definitely 2.
Never.
Pretty tough to throw these long guards. You don't do it very often.
Needs to really sit.
Needing to take a good 12 feet off
They rip, it's coming on to the centre. So.
from the previous one.
Short's better than
It's not really always in your muscle memory to throw the long guard.
good project.
Sometimes you only do it a couple of times a championship, all depending on how your team's doing. So it does slip a little too far, but it is 2 centre guards nonetheless.
Korea haven't had a game as close as this in the tournament yet. So I think what they may have discussed during their end break is to just stay composed, stay focused, and to just keep making their shots.
Well, you know, I think it could be an advantage for Korea to get a game like this before the playoffs. You know, if you only play 8 or 9 ends throughout the round robin, you finally get to the playoffs, and you know, you play a tight game like this. At that point, you might not be fully ready for what's to come. So always good to get a few tight, tough battles in the round robin, so you're used to it.
Robin.
Looking to come around here and tap up the yellows a little bit. Real nice shot by Ewan Kyle. Picking up their game here, the Scots.
경호야 한 개만. 하던 대로 해. 할 수 있어.
Looking for the double, but doesn't quite get there.
Sit, top 4, Max. Just give it to the sweepers.
Bit of a reminder there from skip Cameron Bryce. Sometimes we do tend to forget that we do have sweepers.
Yeah, and at this point,
Close.
it's better to leave it a tad short than come up too heavy.
Hard.
You still got it. Hard.
Hard.
We're 6.
Whoa. No bounce.
But this
Okay, that
time,
works.
maybe coming up just a tad too short. Although it wasn't too far off. It did over curl. Korea gets a chance to play the peel, see if they can maybe catch the underside of the guard as well. If you catch the first one thick enough. Young Ho Woo on the intern. He's going to make a good one there. Spins to shoot her into the 8-foot.
Heel, nose.
Yep.
This turn.
Okay.
And one too many reds building up
High.
for Scotland's liking. So they will throw the peel and get them going. Robin Bryden.
No. No, 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 no. No,
He's had a few struggles so far. Be wanting to make a good one here. He makes a double, and 6 to shooter, so it's a good effort by the third. You can see Robin Bryden just his demeanor at the moment. Just sort of looking up at the ceiling, not really wanting to make eye contact.
Whoa. 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 Yep. Yep.
Just not really happy about what he's doing at the moment, but that was a good shot.
잘했어요.
Good. 유진아 라인 좋아. 내가 너 유진아. 내가 너무 세질까 봐. 라인 좋아.
Whoa. Close.
Whoa.
Maybe we bit down.
Yep.
No, nice.
Yes. Hard. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa. 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 Roll it. Yep. Set. Good.
Yeah.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, 2 good shots for Bryden here in the 9th end, picking up his game at the right time.
Shot.
That should be a good confidence booster coming into the final end.
클릭. 노루.
오케이.
Good.
샷.
나쁘지 않아요.
굿샷.
Makes it and roll here.
이거 나갔어?
Jams it and rolls a bit lower than their other red,
어차피
so
저거 잼이야. 유진아.
a double might be available for Cameron Bryce.
라인 많이 나갔다 벌써.
손 약했어요.
손 안 약했으면 나갔다.
네. 째졌을 거예요.
아 뒤에 거 안 빠지겠다. 노란 거 안 빠지겠다 맞지? 유진아.
근데 왜 뭘로 치는데요?
Close. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Reggie!
Roll it. Whoa.
So it doesn't make the double, but next best thing makes the hit and roll to lie to and leaves them really flat. I don't think there's a double for Korea, and even if they did make it, they'll probably leave a double right back for Scotland. I wonder if they're just playing a hit and roll here. Ki-young Lee.
안으로 가야 돼 유진아. 근데 차는 게 먼저야. 시간 많아요. 오케이. 점수.
Makes a pretty good roll.
there, is it? I know.
Can't take it thin,
Barry,
can't take it
Barry,
slash.
if it goes there, then we go there. Barry.
Nose. Let's make it.
Yeah.
Scotland thinking that if they make a nose hit here, there shouldn't be a double for Korea to score their 2.
Yep.
And I don't think there will be. They might have a few different spots to roll to where there's no double.
Off!
The only thing you can't do is roll off here.
No. Clean it now. Yep.
Yep, whoa!
Yay.
Whoa!
Clean. Good.
There we go. Good shot again by Cameron Bryce.
더블 안 나와요.
And
Good try.
Kyung Lee
Need to be bang on nose.
does realize pretty quickly that
Get in.
유진아, 브러쉬 하나
the
잡아서
nose
더
hit's
맞게
really
해서.
the only thing they have. So
오케이, 거기
this
좋아.
game should be coming right down to the wire. Bumper weight. And this is a shot you make all the time at home.
Whoa!
But
Clean!
in a 9th end and a World Championships,
Clean! Whoa!
these are just a little bit tougher.
Clean!
클린, 클린,
Clean!
클린.
Clean! 누가 와?
But Kyung Lee, cool as a cucumber, no problems there. He'll make the hit and stick to score 1. So after 9 ends of play, it's still really, really tight.
시간이 여기 있어.
Korea up by 1, 7 shots to 6 before we come back with the final end.
이거 락 중요하다.
이거 진짜 중요하다. 6세트 진짜 중요한 게 이제는 좀 국물 쪽, 이제는 국물 쪽으로 가야겠다. 이제는.
과감해야 돼요.
관함해야 돼. 시간 많아.
Taking a look at the other scores, Eleanor, before we get started with the final end.
Cool. On sheet A, currently still being played, Sweden leading 7-5 against Italy. On sheet B, USA winning the game 5-2 against Norway. And on sheet C, Canada winning against Switzerland 8-3. And back to our feature sheet. On the 10th end, Scotland just trailing behind 6-7 against Korea.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard scenario, this. Being 1 up without the last stone for Korea, being 1 down with the hammer for Scotland. And our statistics tell us that across the board, it's more or less a coin flip.
Easy! Lynch here! Whoa! Ewan's if anyone. Keep it back down.
Scotland will be going for 2 again.
No, let it sit. 2 is
Well,
good.
they've done that quite a few times in this game.
Yeah, go. Go, both of you, both of you. Go, 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 go.
Corner guard is in play. And Korea will want a centre guard here. By bringing both the stones into the house, there's just no pressure on Scotland. They can move about the Korean stones freely and set up for a fairly simple 2.
비슷한 것 같아.
So they're wanting a guard here to make it all tougher for them.
라인 좋아. 라인 진짜 좋아. 경호 가야 돼.
유진아. 아직 유진아.
Now, you can play this 2 different ways if you're Korea. You can play it all aggressively, just go for the steal. Or you try and play it all more defensively and do everything he can to force Scotland to one. Very often, those two tactics might be the same. I think Scotland's going to do everything they can to score 2 here, knowing that heading into an extra end without the hammer, you'll lose most of the time.
A wee bit. Yep.
Right, that's good.
Way only.
Not bad.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Wait.
Close.
Stand by yourself.
Why
yourself.
Oh, no.
No. Can't go. Can't be 8.
Okay, that's fine.
That works. Good.
I was thinking you.
5도 괜찮아. 5도 괜찮아. 여기 잘 나가. 14초 3이야.
이거 진짜 중요해.
앞에도 돼.
신중하게 던져도 돼.
세지만 하면 돼.
몇 예상이에요?
난 9번.
난 9번 괜찮은 것 같아. 6까지?
Mine's good.
Gangneung Woo going for the freeze here. Freeze on the yellow stone on the button.
And he's going to join in the sweeping. Full team effort to get there. And in the end,
Good.
there's enough weight to get there. Nice shot.
Normal.
14초 8.
And with that terrific shot, it's time for Cameron Bryce to clear up the clutter at the front.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's going to get you and Kyle to do so.
Yep.
Playing the double on the front here.
Yes.
See if he can roll the shooter into the house as well. Yes, he can. And he's also starting to play really well here.
Pulling it together on the 10th.
정타만 안 맞으면 돼.
Making some cracking shots at the right time.
여기 어때? 원파?
We'll see Korea come after that shooter with a quiet weight. Probably try and hit and roll back onto the center line.
계속 와! 유진아! 유진아! 유진아, 천천히 던져. 손 고르고 던져.
Even if we lose this, but make this perfect, it's pretty good. Barrier.
Barrier's fine.
Even if we are just back, just nice barrier.
Okay.
Whoa.
No, barrier's good.
No.
Nice barrier.
No.
No.
No for a piece.
Cut big.
No.
Even just edge it.
Okay.
Fuck's sake! 컨트롤.
네.
유진아, 이것도 나쁘지 않은 것 같아.
네.
이건 아니야, 유진아. 컨트롤, 일단 살아야 돼. 유진아.
Okay.
여기 어때?
Well, making that really good double and roll on his first one. Now a big mistake on the second one.
그냥 컨트롤.
오케이.
Korea will be able to make the hit on the lonely Yellowstone
클린.
클린.
as Yoon and Kyle is trying to walk off some steam.
노래.
You can see Cameron Bryce quite happy for that redstone to roll to where it is. Just, they can now come around the corner with backing.
괜찮아 유지야. 괜찮아.
So that might look like a good shot, but it's actually
Top 4.
a bit of a problem for the Koreans. Great chance for Scotland to get the deuce rolling. And Robin Bryden, who's
Easy, wings up. Easy.
started to pick up his game with 2 good shots in the 9th end.
Never. No. 7-8. No, never.
Good finish off on a high note here with a couple of
Oh, Yun. Off, Yun.
couple more good shots.
There.
This draw is looking
Okay,
close,
go now. Yep. Hard.
but
Okay.
maybe just 2 feet too deep.
팩.
게임은 없어.
오케이. 5번 어때요? 5번.
여기 어때?
전 괜찮은 것 같아요.
오케이.
Still in a slightly awkward spot for Yu Yin Song.
오, 이지.
He's good on his draws today.
오.
His head's been all off, and you can hear this is just
Yeah.
well wide. And you don't have to speak Korean to understand what's going on here. It's not even close. You wonder if some of the nerves are showing here. And skip Ki-young Lee banging his brush in the, on the bumper here. He knows that that's quite the important shot to make.
And this is quite the important game to win for both teams, and I think this is why we're seeing so much emotion out there on ice.
Oh, easy.
Korea had 6 wins.
Let it curl.
It's almost guaranteed that they're in the playoffs, but of course they're wanting to
Yep.
just win as many games as possible to get to the top of the standings,
Get it there.
get that #1 spot.
Nice ball, Robin. Good.
And understandably for Scotland, who are currently in a 5-way tie, you know, they need to pick up this win.
And there you go, a really good draw from Robin Bryden. Wasn't too happy with his first one, but it was good enough to get a miss out of Korea. And the second one's just perfect. And Korea just, well, they have no choice now than to put the game on the line. You give up 2, you're going to lose, so you might as well risk giving up 3.
좀만 더 줄여줘. 오케이.
And I believe it is a
저거 8에 있어. 티라인까지 가야 돼. 이거
freeze,
진짜 중요해 이거.
maybe even a tap for Ki-young Lee. Down to skip rocks here.
좀센것 같아.
오, 나이스 굿.
센것 같아. 우가.
웨이트만. 얍.
야! 할! 와!
웨이트만. 오.
와!
오. 이지.
와! 와! 크로.
That's a really good shot by Ki-young Lee. Gets the tap, leaves it at a really good angle. And I have to say that redstone's going to be tough to remove for Scotland. Crucial shot and a crucial time for the Korean skip.
Just edge it, literally edge it right here. Come like this.
Yeah, we go straight onto that. We like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can hear Cameron Bryce is looking to catch this Korean shot, though ever so thinly. Peel weight, just trying to tick it sideways, really.
Get ready to go on this one.
Hard. Gotta go.
Hard, French! Hard! Go, Frenchy, go!
Go right to it.
Well, it's not going to catch it thin enough. Actually going to catch it quite thick.
They might make the. Surely they're going to say play the double. Sorry about that.
And
That's fine, I suppose.
jams it. 2 backstones go away. It's lucky to catch the red on the other side with the shooter and stick. So there's 2 yellows in the house. And it would seem that the double would be the natural call to make here, but they've called a timeout, so Myung Sup Lim has come out.
컨트롤. 컨트롤.
신중하게 던져요.
시간 많아요.
I think the call is a double. Korea just not having all too much time on the clock there, so maybe just calling the timeout to get a chance to settle the nerves and not stress out too much. They got about a minute and a half left, and now they still have 30 seconds left of the
유진아 거기에 그냥
timeout, so 2 minutes here to make the shot. Shouldn't be an issue.
약간 안쪽도 괜찮아. 약간 안쪽도 괜찮아 유진아.
네.
Now, probably needing to catch this just a hair on the inside to make the double, but even if you catch this on the nose and don't get both yellows going, you should be at least hitting 2 and leaving a tough shot for Scotland to win the game. Let's see if Ki Young Lee can keep his nerves under control. Oh, a little bit off and on. Should be close. Now, have they lost it? They might have. I think they have. And it's going to roll all the way out. I'm not sure what happened there. Seemed to be under control halfway down. And then it started curling on them. And they couldn't keep it up. Couldn't hold the line. Maybe just a tad softer. And the vice skip was thinking maybe a slip up in communication. It's hard to tell, but what is certain is Scotland now has a shot to win the game, and it's definitely not the most difficult shot Cameron Bryce has faced today. It is a quiet takeout on the in-turn last stone of the 10th end. Is it Scotland to be the first team to beat Korea here this week in the Gangneung curling centre, or will we see an extra, or is it Korea to win? Does it curl enough? Does it stick around? It does not. It's only 1 for Scotland. That's going to tie it up. Oh, we're seeing misses from both the skips here. And wow, we are heading into an extra end, and as a neutral fan and a neutral commentator, I have to say I'm pretty pleased because this has been entertaining. We'll be back in a few moments with the last end.
유진아 더 정확하고 더 좋은 라코셔. 스위핑 집중하고.
Well, we're not going to wait any longer. Let's get going here.
Go, Robin.
There used to be a 3-minute timeout before an extra. That was taken away some years ago. And it's only that 1 minute that we're used to in between ends. So we're already going here. The clock has been reset for both teams. They will now have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And also both the teams will have a new timeout that they can call. We can tell you that Sweden picked up a win against Italy. That was the last game, still ongoing before we took our break. 8 shots to 5, the final score there. But now, of course, all eyes on Korea and Scotland, who's been fighting this out in quite the dramatic game. It's been really back and forth throughout. We've had some nerves, we've had some tension. And Scotland's have shown some emotions, and those emotions earned them a warning from the umpire. The umpire just coming on after the end, which was very nice to see. Trying not to interrupt the players, but coming on between ends to just let them know to watch their language.
Remind them of the spirit of curling.
Yep. Good umpiring there. Picking the appropriate time to do so. As we see Fraser, Shaw bring this into the house. They were looking to play 2 guards, just like we saw earlier in the game. But with the first one being halfway, there wasn't much room to get the second one in there. But they've actually found a pretty decent spot for it after all.
And here is Team Korea going for the tick shot.
Yes, of course, free guard zone very much in motion. Korea not allowed to remove the yellow from play, but they can neutralize it by pushing it to the side, and they've done well here. A real good shot by Jung Ok-chae.
Such a great shot, the tick shot, if you make it. It turns the opponent's center guard thrown against you and turns it into 2 corner guards in your favor.
And most importantly, though, just opening up the front here for the Koreans. Skip Ki-young Lee will be very happy if he can get a draw to the forfeit for the win. That's all you're really looking for, I think, as a team. If you can get a draw to the forfeit to win the game at any given time, you'll take that. So Scotland, of course, putting up the guards.
Stay down, Fraser.
Korea will just peel them. We will have this whole bit of cat and mouse throughout the end. And it's just down to the players to not make any simple mistakes here. A peel like this or throwing a center guard should be fairly easy for players of this caliber. But now you can see a slight error there, actually, from the Korean second. Jams on the corner and leaves the stone now even a tad closer to the center line and might just choke off the out-turn draw for Ki-young Lee. And this is exactly the way we saw Sweden lose to Scotland in the women's competition by giving up a steal of 2. Started just jamming on all the shrapnel on the wings. And everything just kind of came closer to the center line. And there was no draw in the end for the Swedish skip.
시간 많아.
Another thing to look out for here is not to
Yep.
to jam these pails on the wing. You might see some of the Scottish centre guards ping back towards the centre line, just like that.
오케이.
잘했어.
Point made.
기정이야.
Commentator's curse, of course. And talking about it, it happens.
괜찮은 경우야.
So 2 yellows now, controlling the top of the forefoot, but Korea still lying short. So
Easy, easy.
the Scottish boys know that they're going to have to make a move at some point, but they're wanting to delay that move as long as possible.
Looks all there.
Of course, if they made a hit now, and just leave Korea so much time to clear things up.
Yep. Hard. Okay, Robin.
Well, Robin Bryden's not going to be too pleased with that effort. Wanting a guard slip in all the way into the 8-foot. The only good thing is find a good line, because that stone's not going anywhere.
유진아, 약간 바깥쪽.
Sitting right in the pocket of the 2 yellows.
Scottish boys need to
정말
keep the
세야 돼.
communication up to the throwers and from thrower to sweepers as well.
정타까지 나쁘지 않아, 유진아.
오케이.
정말 세야 돼.
네?
정말 세야 돼.
돼요.
엠만 맞춰. 웨이터.
I think the sweeper's going to have a hard time keeping up with this shot. I'd expect Eugene Song to throw some heat at this. Here we go.
Whoa.
You can't get all the 3 yellows going, but if you can get 2 of them going and try and roll the shooter away, that'd be really nice.
오케이.
Something like that.
자,
It's not bad.
진짜 잘했어.
Definitely improves the situation.
나쁘지 않아. 쭉 끝까지.
Zone 2.
Here we'll see Robin Bryden at a second attempt at a draw.
Easy,
Centre
looks up.
guard.
Either.
Whoa.
Nope.
Let it sit.
Nope.
It's going to need to curl at some point. Go, Ewan. Yep.
off.
Swing it. Okay, whoa. Whoa, off. Good.
I'm happy with this. Comes fairly close to the rings.
Okay.
We'll see if Korea will attempt the run back here and get that second yellow flying as well, or if they're just going for the straight peel. It did look like the straight peel was called by Ki Young Lee.
밀리지 않게.
클린.
And that is what they've played,
잘했어요.
knowing that Scotland will have a bit of a hard time making their move.
You're going here.
We did not. For the
It's
last.
the barrier, dead nut. Even if you catch it high, it goes like that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I think we guard, then they peel. Yeah, I'm trying to work out what they do. They peel, then we play barrier nose, make him
Does he ever
play
call
against
a
two,
bluff?
make him play the double.
Bryce, does he ever call our bluff?
Well, if he calls our bluff, then we've still got
Well,
that
if we call it
slash.
bluff, he's doing this, and then we freeze there.
Well, I'm thinking we guard, they rip, then we nose, make him play the double to win. You play that at barrier at nut, because if you do that, you've still got that as an option. I don't like that at all.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
tough to make.
Because if you miss it, you lose again.
I
You got to
usually
make
do.
him play game.
This is the shot.
I know. This is a shot. But
You play that just now, and if
Well-
you left the doubles, we go back 4. Then he's got
He's got
either
4
draw
foot
the
for the
button
game.
or
it's that, or you could nose this. What does he do? He tries
Plays
to
the
rip
double.
that one, and then
You
we
play
put the
the
hit
double
roll
and you
underneath. It's I know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to think of...
Same hand.
Yeah, same hand. Just here. Because even if we don't cover that, if he picks it, then we just come on and weld it.
Well, what? You want to be this guy?
No, I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed. Just guard the stone. Just 2, 3, round about there. Edge of 8, Robin.
I think Cameron Bryce was pretty clear on what he wanted to do. Just looking at the other options, just to see if they missed something, but going back to the first call, and it is to throw the guard. As you can see, both skips playing, again, just very evenly. And I think this is the right call, too, for Scotland. You throw the guard, there's a real proper chance you'll see Korea make the peel. And then, of course, you have to make that short nose run. And you will leave a shot to win, of course, but it would most likely be a double for Korea.
Fragile.
Where are we? 2.
Whoa, over now.
Whoa.
Needs to sit.
Whoa.
Set.
Well,
Set.
just a little afraid of this over curling. I think it sits in time. Now, let's see what Korea thinks. I think it's either peeling the guard or maybe making the yellow go away by coming off their own redstone top bait. Just making that double could be an option.
네, 전 거기 정말 좋은 것 같아요.
And Korea now also called a timeout, so we'll see Myung-sup Lim come out for this.
어차피 이렇게밖에 안 온다고. 그럼 내가 어차피 딱 붙어도 그냥 내가 세게 때리면 어차피 우리 거 2개 하나 남아 있는 상태에서 내가 때리는 거니까 이거 어차피 다 보이잖아. 네. 지금 딱히 피 안 열어도 될 것 같아요.
거기도 괜찮고 그냥 그쪽 라인으로
여기만 막아놓기만 하면
넷도 괜찮아.
어차피
이렇게
얘네
막으면 맞고 여기까지 안 오니까.
어차피 얘네 잘해야 이렇게거든. 근데 지금 아이스 상태로는 이렇게 안 들어갈 것 같아.
그러니까 자 이거 막았잖아. 자 여기 우리가 막았어.
네.
상대가 이렇게 돼 있잖아. 요 행여 얘들이 탭을 못 씹겠다 하면 이게 있잖아 우리가.
네, 탭 하면 되니까. 아니면
어차피
세게 날려도 되니까.
어차피 네가 이렇게 상대가 잘하면 우리도 잘해야 돼. 그지? 상대가 잘하면 우리 잘해야 돼. 그러면 우리가 이걸 최대한 이쪽으로 붙여놓으면 이걸로 쳐서 날리면 이걸로 이길 수 있잖아. 오케이? 라인만
나쁘지 않은
맞추면
것
될 것
같아요.
같아.
잘하고 있어요. 하던 대로. 이건 아닌 것 같아. 좀 짧아도
무조건 앞이어도 돼요.
좀 짧아도 괜찮거든.
따서 라인 중요한
여기만 막아주기만 하면 괜찮을 것
이거 막고선 이렇게 하는 거 아니야.
너무 세서 이거 2번 가자 안 걸리기 조심하고.
So I think that, again, very much the same for Korea as for Scotland. They had one call in mind. They looked at some other options, but again, just going back to the first call, which is corner freezing the yellow. And it's a great call, because if they make it, it's going to be tough for Scotland to do anything.
4초에서 공발. 센 것보다 약한 게 나으니까.
셋은 너무 짧아.
셋은 너무
Or
짧아.
light, because we can still play that slash and make him play the forfeit.
괜찮은 것 같은데.
Bryce now
라인이 중요해.
already thinking about
프리즈면
what option he might have on his last one.
네, 얘네 할 거. 4초. 네.
So
4초 안 돼? 4초보다 약해도 돼?
Korea calling Scotland's bluff, as they put it earlier. We'll go for the corner freeze. Maybe even top 12 or a tiny bump could be okay here.
웨이트만 가, 라인 좋아.
가야 돼. 셋. 라인
Sweepers are on it. Working this one really hard. It's looking close. Wanting to keep the angle.
안 돼. 오케이.
And that's a good shot. And you wonder if the slash double is the only shot left for Scotland to make.
힘 빼지.
잘 땄어. 나이스 콜.
기정이 좋아요.
그 스위핑.
Yeah, it probably is,
Just.
Maybe a tap.
Play it, though, haven't we?
You know, leave my double.
Doesn't matter.
We've got to.
It's the only shot we got.
Roger, we've got to make him play a shot.
No, just
Sorry, could you
you've
ever?
got to play the bump.
I think that's the.
Can we stick this outside red?
No, shush.
I think that's the shot.
No.
Back button way,
Can we make this double here?
You got to be like here.
And stick it.
Back button, as long as we put it on the top of the pin, just half on.
This.
Yeah, edge of it.
Still up that old drop back there.
So it does look like Korea's bumped that yellow far enough for Scotland to
Back 4.
be able to play a tap up
So
on
what,
it.
15? See when it hits, see when
You've got to roll the shot.
you've got to roll it, regardless, even if
Come
we're
on,
not
Jamie.
playing. Just in case.
So probably trying to catch as much as he can of this yellow and just tap it to the button. And as Bryce said, you just at least need to get shots down here and let Korea, or make them play a shot for the game. That's a tough one here. Cameron Bryce.
No! No!
Last one for Scotland, needing to curl here. Need to get to the yellow, tap it up to the button for a shot. Currently Korea is winning as it lies. Real close to the guard, real close to the top. Red gets the little tap, but it's not going to be enough. And it's going to be one for Korea. And that should be game over.
Take a look.
We're going to have a second look, but there you see the handshakes. It will be Korea to stay undefeated 7 games in a row. And Scotland's streak of 4 games has come to a abrupt stop, as they will now drop to 4 and 3. And that's going to be a tough defeat for the Scots. He had many chances. It was a frustrating game for them. Korea able to pull it off in the end. It's easy to go back to that 10th end. Cameron Bryce had the shot to win the game, and we'll see that and lots more in the highlights if you stick around. Also, we'll get a few words in with the winning skip, Ki Young Lee, currently sailing up as the favourite for the gold medal with 7 wins so far. Just running through the other scores in the arena this evening. Sweden picked up a win against Italy, 8 shots to 5. It was USA to beat Norway 5 shots to 3. And also Canada winning their game against Switzerland 8 shots to 3. I'll take the moment to mention that we'll have more games for you tomorrow in the men's draw in the afternoon at 2 o'clock local time. It's Sweden playing USA. And in the women's 11th draw in the evening, it is Switzerland taking on home nation Korea. So join us again tomorrow for that. A little even softer way this time, looking for the tap to score 2. And some great communication and some great sweeping. They punch it far enough to get the 2. And Korea right back in the lead.
잘했어요.
After trading singles through 8 and 9 in the 10th end, after a slip up by Ki-young Lee, Cameron Bryce has a fairly straightforward shot to win the game, but hanging wide on them. Does catch the red, but does not roll, well, does not stick around, rolls out, and the game would be put into an extra end. In the extra, it is Cameron Bryce to play a tough little tap up on his own yellow to force Korea to make a shot for the win. Ever so close, but just feathers the top red. Does not have enough pace to get the yellow shot into the button, and it is a win for Korea. 8 shots to 7 after a very exciting game. And here we have Ki-young Lee of Team Korea.
Congratulations on your win. How do you feel the game went?
네, 오늘 승리에 굉장히 축하드리면서 지금 소감이 어떠신지요?
일단 플레이오프 확정지어서 너무 좋고요. 그냥 좋아요.
I'm very psyched and happy that we finalized, that we've gone through the playoffs. So I'm happy, and that's basically all I can say to that.
Undefeated after 7 games. What's your secret?
7연승 무패 행진을 이어가고 계시는데 그거에 대한 비결은 있으신지요?
비결이라기보다는 저희끼리 뭐 엄청나게 멋있는 게임 하기보다는 저희끼리 쉬운 경기 하면서 저희가 할 수 있는 것에 대한 최선을 다하는 게임을 만들어 갔던 것 같아요.
Well, rather than showing the people a very fancy, complicated game, we just stuck to the basics, and we really tried hard to do the basics as best we could, and that's, I think, was the secret to the 7th straight wins.
How does it feel to play in your hometown and in the future venue of Pyeongchang 2018 for the curling event?
네, 지금 여기 이제 2018 평창 동계올림픽이 열리는 베뉴에서, 그것도 한국에서 홈그라운드에서 경기를 치르셨는데 그거에 대한 소감은 어떠신지요?
한국이어서 더욱 저희가 더 편안하고 좋은 환경, 저희가 제일 좋은 환경이라고 생각하고, 그래서 더 한국에서 하니까 저희가 컨디션이 더 좋았던 것 같아요. 외국 시합보다는.
This is a great venue to play in, obviously, and because it's a home ground for us to play in Korea, for us, the guys, to have a good condition, I think it was the best rather than playing in the other foreign countries. It was easier to maintain the conditions.
Congratulations on your win. Good luck for the next games.
네, 오늘 승리 굉장히 축하드리고요. 앞으로도 좋은 경기 결과 있으시길 바랍니다.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
Incredible entertainment tonight. We'll have lots more tomorrow, so stay tuned. So for us here at World Curling TV, we thank you and bid you good night.